Good morning, good noon, good evening, wherever time and place you listen to us from, straight from the 909. It's Mark.
Peace, God.
Ali.
Yo.
Myself, Nesquik, and together,
that's hip-hop.
Please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. It really does mean a lot. Today we're talking about an MC who helped form the foundations of the blueprint for cinematic street rap, gritty, intricate, and steeped in vivid storytelling. As one of the core members of the Wu-Tang Clan, Raekwon carved out a distinct lane with his mafioso rap persona, painting pictures of drug deals, betrayal, loyalty, and ambition with the detail of a screenwriter and the wager of a kingpin. His delivery is smooth yet rugged, with a thick Staten Island accent and a heavy use of his slang, 5%ers language, and coded street talk that demands close attention. Raekwon doesn't just rhyme, he narrates, often bouncing off layered beats with a conversational flow that feels like you're eavesdropping on an underground or underworld secrets. His legacy is anchored in his 1995 solo classic, Only Built for Cuban Linx, often dubbed the Purple Tape, which redefined East Coast rap and laid the foundation for the mafioso rap subgenre. The album, with Ghostface Killah riding shotgun, is a masterclass in narrative rap and influenced every iconic MC that you might be a fan of, such as Nas to Jay-Z to even latest groups like Griselda. Raekwon helped expand Wu-Tang's mythos beyond abstract kung fu mysticism into more grounded, street-level tales. His ability to blend lyrical complexity with raw authenticity keeps him in high regard among both hardcore hip-hop heads and fellow MCs. To this day, Raekwon reigns as a touchstone for lyrical excellence, vivid storytelling, and timeless street credibility. As we mentioned, we are discussing Only Built for Cuban Linx, infamously dubbed the Purple Tape, which is so dope and iconic when you think back. That in itself made it legendary.
Yeah.
Him choosing that. I mean, that was so cool. Just the fact that you're even thinking down to the actual color of the tape is cool. Released August 2nd, 1995 by Loud Records and RCA Records. The album was loosely composed to play like a film, with Raekwon as a star, fellow Wu-Tang member Ghostface Killah as the guest star, and produced by RZA as the director. It features appearances from most members of the Wu-Tang Clan. The album also features debut appearances from affiliates Capadonna and Raspberry, and an acclaimed guest appearance from Nas, which marked the first collaboration with a non-affiliated artist of the Wu-Tang Clan.
Trailblazing.
That's dope. Upon its release, Only Built for Cuban Linx debuted at number 4 on the Billboard 200 chart, number 2 on the top R&B hip-hop albums chart, while selling 130,000 copies in its opening week. The album was certified gold by the RIAA on October 2nd, 1995. The album later platinumed on February 24th, 2020. We'll talk about that in a minute. That's kind of crazy. Along with GZA's Liquid Swords, Cuban Linx is the most acclaimed solo Wu-Tang work. Rolling Stone magazine placed it at number 480 on the 500 greatest albums of all time. This is greatest albums
all
of all
genres.
time. Yeah.
All genres.
All genres. Which is hard to make that list.
Yep.
And then redone or rebooted on 2020. And they listed it as number 219.
Oh, wow.
So that's even cool.
Had to let it marinate for a little bit.
I had to. Singles from this include Heaven and Hell, Criminology, and, of course, Ice Cream.
Man.
The album length was 69 minutes and 30 seconds. Yep. This album is legendary. Definitely one of those that I always keep in rotation constantly. Like, I remember hearing this for the first time, and I was just like, I'm a big fan of mafia movies. Like, I love, Casino, Godfather, Scarface, Bronx Tale, like all that. So to hear like a soundtrack of that is cool. Like, I that's how you feel when you listen to this. It feels like he was able to use imagination, because it was different from Cool G Rap. Cool G Rap had that mafioso, but it seemed like Raekwon put more imagination to it and added that mafioso, like he was building the foundations to that before Nas came around and later, adopted Nas Escobar or Biggie, doing that
Frank
style,
White.
or Reasonable Doubt,
Jay-Z, Iceberg Slim.
or, way before these guys. You have Raekwon and Ghostface creating this world that they're bringing you into, and it's cool because it's a little bit different from Wu-Tang's style, which is Kung Fu, right?
Right.
Yep.
And they're bringing the Gambino to it, which was it's street, poetic lyricism to high levels. This is Raekwon at his best. He's his sharpest. And Raekwon at his sharpest is scary.
Man.
That dude is an MC of MCs.
Absolutely.
Like, he's definitely up there, along with Ghostface Killah sitting shotgun. Is crazy. And this is peak Wu-Tang. RZA at his best. We're talking about RZA focusing on the production of this thing, layered with different sounds and strings. Like, you almost wonder, like, where did he get these sounds from? Like, the buzzing sound is crazy.
Yeah.
Just the unorthodox style that RZA brought to production, it's unlike anything we've heard to date, which is crazy. This was my week to choose, and this was only a matter of time that we had to choose only built for Cuban Linx. ... So, like, this album is just really cool. I mean, I feel like I felt like this one was like one that we had to talk about, and I'm glad that we're finally talking about it now. I think it's since 1995, so that's
30 years.
30 years now. 30 years from this project, and it still remains a classic, timeless, and it's still bumped to this day. I'm surprised it barely hit platinum in 2020.
That's insane.
Yeah. That's something to think about, because you look at the gap in between from the pace that they took from the debut to gold, then from gold to platinum, which is only another 500,000. It's just basic gold again.
Right.
And it took that long. 2020.
An album like this that's heralded in hip hop, like,
It's
we know
like,
this album is like treasured.
Right.
In Bird CDs, it's probably like 4 times platinum.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
But we got to do better, hip hop.
I mean,
we
this
got to
is-
do better.
yeah.
I mean, this album is getting a documentary soon. Like, I mean, I just recently went to the Final Chamber tour. Wu-Tang's currently on tour right now. Went to the show.
That's dope.
Shameless plug. But in the middle of in between sets, they showed the trailer for the Only Built for Cuban Linx documentary.
Yeah.
And it looks incredible. I mean, of course, all the Wu-Tang members are in there. I'm pretty sure Fat Joe makes a cameo in there. Yeah. Nas is in it. Kendrick Lamar is in it. Like, I think even Schoolboy Q might be in it, but I know Kendrick's in it. And it looks amazing.
How important is that to where you not only get a documentary about you as the artist, but you take a deeper look and you get an actual documentary based on one of your albums?
Yes.
That's a super magnified look into your artistry.
Right.
Yeah,
Very few artists have
masterpiece.
that. Very few artists have documentaries on themselves, period. Yeah. Then you get even more. Very few have documentaries on a particular album. Like, that's rare in hip hop. That's rare in music.
I think Illmatic has one.
Illmatic does.
And I mean, that's Illmatic we're talking about.
Illmatic does. I know Reasonable Doubt does. And I'm trying to think of any other ones. Not
Maybe
many.
Kanye has, like, well, it wasn't really focused on.
No, it wasn't an album. There's a Kanye documentary, Genius, but there's not a college dropout. You know what I mean? Documentary,
and it's speculative at this point if he's ever
if it'll ever
someone's
happen.
Ever going to invest in that.
Unfortunately, but yeah, I'm just trying to think. I don't know if there's any
maybe a
other
Dr. Dre one, maybe.
Oh, dude, they've done that. They did the kind of like not a mockumentary, but like a kind of documentary of sorts of the Up in Smoke tour. They just took a lot of songs on the tour.
Yes,
and that was cool.
Like, they did one called The Defiant Ones, which was based on it was about Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine's partnership with Interscope and Aftermath, but not on an album. Like,
Right,
you know what? I think no, that's not true. No, I was about to say the Chronic did, but no, it didn't. That was a documentary about hip hop and its relation to cocaine.
Okay, then.
And then they
So
mentioned the
Rarefied
Chronic,
Air then,
but
Rarefied
actually
Air.
an album documentary. The only ones I know of are Illmatic and Reasonable Doubt. The only other ones I know of for sure.
That's Rarefied Air for sure.
Yeah.
Because there's the occasional VHS that like Hammer or Vanilla Ice would make on like making a music video, but this is something where it's like the album.
How was it created?
How was it made? What songs didn't make it? Who was originally supposed to be on this? How did it come about?
Yeah, all the
all the
details.
stories on that album and the impact, and I mean, even down to the title. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. For years, I thought it was just I thought it was called The Purple Tape.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's what I thought the album was called. That's one of the reasons I was late on this album, because I thought it was called The Purple Tape. Like, all these years, I kept hearing about this purple tape, the purple tape, and I'm like, I'm literally on LimeWire looking for the purple tape, and nothing's coming up. I'm like, I thought this was some classic album I'm supposed to be hearing, and I finally find out, oh no, it's called Only Built for Cuban Linx. The tape just happened to be purple. Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
And then, so I didn't get to this album until I was in college. I was probably maybe 20, 21 when I finally really dove into this album, and blown away.
Yeah.
Blown away.
It's a pleasure to hear these two, Ghostface and Raekwon, like get to this certain area of hip hop to where they talk about the mafioso lifestyle and everything. And that's not to say that we got fatigue from the Kung Fu Wu-Tang stuff that you get.
Yeah, no, we were barely getting
we're still
the dose
waiting.
of it,
Dude, you give me more Kung Fu samples on a hip hop joint with RZA and the Jizza.
We
like,
were here for that.
Give me that today too.
Yeah.
But to have them take a spin-off of sorts, this is like one of those successful spin-offs that you get from like movies or something, you know, to where you get to see them in a different light, different characters, a different sect, which is now the Wu Gambinos now.
Yeah, and they all took on their own aliases in this
Awesome,
Wu Gambino
awesome.
sphere. Like, that's dope. Johnny Blaze.
Tony
Yeah,
Starks.
Tony Starks.
Tony
Yeah.
Stark on the
Diamonds.
line one.
Yeah, that was
Like,
dope.
they all had these different characters, and that's really what made it's just one of the things that made Wu-Tang take off the way it did, because it's character development. And who doesn't like a good character in I don't care if it's a movie, a comic book, anime, wrestling, I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
People love characters and stories.
It made all of us want to have like numerous aliases.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
Good Lord.
Like, everybody
I
wanted
was
to have an
Peaceful
alias.
Nesquik, Killer Nesquik. All these different aliases.
Everybody wanted one. You wanted to be called, you wanted to be something else. You had your real persona, but you wanted this side kind of alias to be
Just
something
have
else.
Yeah, another alter ego of
Yeah,
yours. So.
exactly. So that was part of the appeal of Wu-Tang and Only Built for Cuban Linx in particular.
Yeah. And at this time, what we had Method Man drop the Cal.
Yep.
Met the Cal.
That was the first
And
one.
then who dropped next? ODB, right? ODB.
I think ODB was next. And
ODB drops.
And then I think
And then in the same year, Liquid Swords drops.
Swords.
It drops
Cuban Linx.
after Cuban Linx.
Liquid Swords is after. Yep.
Yeah,
that was
drops
November.
after. So I mean, man, what a way to talk about rollouts, man. Like, what
Right.
a way to roll out as a group. Like, Method Man comes out, does great. ODB comes out, does great.
And then we get this.
Then we get this project, which is just brings a whole nother, like, it was like a great, like, you saw it working, you know, with each member of the group. Unfortunately, we don't get it with all the members of the group because different things happen, but you know, or they start blowing up a little bit too fast. But like, but it was awesome to like to get this, because it was like each solo was still like a Wu-Tang album.
Yes.
But it was just like starring so and so.
That is literally how RZA describes the solo albums. Yeah. He said, honestly, the solo albums are no different from the Wu-Tang albums.
That's crazy.
It's just there's a star. Yeah. So it's just, you know, Only Built for Cuban Linx is Wu-Tang Clan starring Raekwon and Ghostface. Yeah. Cal is Wu-Tang Clan starring Method Man.
And their rollout was really good too, because they all were still collectively Wu-Tang, but they ended up signing to some different labels and stuff.
Yes, they all had different labels.
All the labels united at one point because they actually would have displays with all three of those artists in there, like in a different, in one
cool.
big bin.
So the reach is even bigger now.
Exactly.
That's cool.
RZA was such a genius with that. They had their Wu-Tang deal with Loud, but then you had all the other members with deals everywhere else.
where
With
they wanted to
Method
go.
Man was with Def Jam. I think Ghostface was also with Def Jam.
Yeah.
He wanted to be, I think he
Jizza
ended
was
up-
with Geffen.
I think he
Geffen.
went with Electra,
think
something
so.
different.
Think so.
But yeah, that was a genius play by the RZA.
Genius.
For sure. Looking out for all his guys, man.
For them still getting the get back for the Wu-Tang name and then going to different labels, bro.
Genius.
That's a good lawyer.
Genius.
That's a really good lawyer that you got.
And to pull that off, man, that I don't know if we'll ever see anybody like a group like that that will be able to pull off so many egos and aces like that.
I mean, between the deal that they cut and then the deals that No Limit and then Cash Money ended up doing, once those deals came where they were getting 85% splits, labels got smart. That we'll never see nothing like that again.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and even trying to get different artists to do a group like that.
Yeah.
Social media has already ruined it to where you can get famous even before you release an album.
Right.
Yeah.
And you think you're going to try to get a lot of people in a group to just collectively do something after that? Nah, bro.
It's hard for duos to last these days.
Yes.
Imagine a group with
Let
10.
alone, let alone a big group. Yeah, that's true. When we look at Raekwon's style, like what do we get here? I mean, this is the chef we're talking about. What do we hear when we listen to Raekwon rip it?
There's going to be a lot of key characteristics that we're going to get with both of them together.
Yeah.
But with Raekwon specifically, I have dense slang for sure.
Yeah.
It's something that you're going to see throughout this breakdown of the three songs that we have. But it's important because it's the lexicon that the Wu-Tang Clan has pretty much pioneered.
Right.
We don't get a lot of people saying they're slang because if you start saying it, we know where you got it from.
Right.
Even up to this day.
Yeah, heavy Staten Island slang. Yeah, heavy.
Yeah. Even if you start doing the reciting the Supreme Alphabet, you're gonna you have to know all of it.
That's a whole other
Dude,
lyrics
it's
there.
like it's just there's levels to all of it, and we already know who's kind of the flag bearers of that. You don't really want to go beyond that.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, because I was hearing one of his tracks, Knowledge God, which is K and G. I mean, in the alphabet, I mean, that's knowledge and then God, but then also KG, kilograms, and you hear him in the beginning of the track, kind of like making a sniffing sound. So
yeah, man.
there's a lot of like different things like that. That's like highbrow stuff, but within this language, it's complex, like complex for sure. Streetwise, like you hear the wisdom of the streets, but also there's poetry in there, cinematic, razor sharp. What else? Intricate narratives. There's precision going on, vivid painting of scenes, hustling, crime. Obviously, you get those, loyalty, those kind of themes, ambition, those themes. The flow is smooth yet gritty. Sometimes it's laid back, but it's then dense, like you were saying, and then you pack that with some slang-rich bars. It's like coded language.
Oh, yeah.
You know, to try to dissect.
That's why it's not
listen
really
close.
for, a casual listener.
Yeah,
No disrespect, but it's not really made for the everyday. It's not made for everybody. It's really not. Like, and that's not a diss to anybody. It's just what they do is for you have to have a dedicated ear.
Yeah.
A dedicated ear to want to listen to this because
It
it's not
feels
for
like
everybody.
it feels like almost like each verse is like a chapter of like a gangster epic or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's taking the mafia movies on the go and on like audiobook in its early form, but it's done with this album.
Yeah, I think they made Cristal really popular too. Like
Polo.
just the mentions of that. Yeah,
I mean, with
Yeah,
the Can It Be So Simple video, Raekwon with the Snow Beach rugby. That's an iconic.
Aficionados as well.
It's an iconic piece that now. I remember seeing Chris Brown. I don't know if it was a picture or a video or something, but he had it like years and years later. I can't even imagine how much Chris Brown paid for that thing because any re-releases or original pieces that is we're talking four digits, 5 digits, easy.
That big eagle wristband thing.
Oh yeah,
Ghostface,
yeah.
come on,
Ghostface.
man.
God.
Music video.
Like they're just different. Like
they and unlike the rest of the crew aren't like aficionados like this.
but Rae and Ghost,
Yeah.
to me, when I think the flyest members of Wu-Tang is Raekwon and Ghostface.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Raekwon with the half moon part. Like, I wanted that I want a grown man. I want a half moon part because Raekwon had one.
It looked cool.
You know what I mean? Like, he made the half moon part a staple in barbershops. You know what I'm saying? Like, just Rae to me,
with the
just
wallabies, like
right.
Ghostface with the
Tie-dyeing the
wallabies.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Like Raekwon for me just signifies just flyness.
Yeah.
Like he's just fresh and just knows style.
Yeah.
He's just the epitome of what style is.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cool like how each of this group members, like they all kind of fit together, you know. They said Method Man was for the ladies.
Right.
And then, you know, Jizza for the intellectuals. Probably Inspector Deck as well for like the college intellectuals. And then you have Ghostface and Raekwon for like the street.
Yes.
You know, like those, like, and that's exactly what they brought, dude. Their chemistry is like crazy. I mean, it's one of the best chemistry duos like that I know of in rap. Like this is probably top 5 for sure.
Yeah.
Of like duos in hip hop. Definitely top 5. I mean, who else would I say? Like
You're looking at Tribe,
Yeah.
Outkast,
right.
Mobb Deep,
Mobb Deep,
has to be in there.
Rae and Ghost.
Clips.
Clips. Yeah, now Clips can be in there now too.
It's gonna be good. It'll be a good top
It's a
5
good
to
battle.
talk about.
It's a good battle. But yeah, Ghostface also co-starring on a majority of all these tracks as well.
Right.
He just helps elevate the project into legendary status. And of course, Raekwon, he is confident. He's like a street general, like with his war stories.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I mentioned all the members of Wu-Tang are characters, but I feel like the one that embodies being a character the most is Ghostface.
Yeah.
I feel like Ghostface.
And he wanted to wear like a mask the entire, like kind of like a MF
Like
Doom.
Doom, right.
But
he was on his Iron Man
he got
tip.
tired of it after the first music video.
As soon as he had to pass through his first metal detector,
Like,
he's like, "No, I'm good.
I'm cool.
I'm good with that.
You know what I mean? Yeah, Ghostface to me, I mean, Tony Stark's Pretty Tony, you know what I mean? He's just a character. Like, he's a character, but he's street, he's funny, he's fly, he drops jewels in his stories. Like, he's such a creative, he's not a traditional storyteller, like how like a Slick Rick or even like a Biggie or Nas. Ghostface kind of tells, his stories are kind of fragmented.
Yeah.
Like,
You'll eventually get there, but
like he'll kind of tell a little story here and it may not finish, but he'll do it for about 8 bars and then he'll get into something else. You know what I mean? And then, you know, unfortunately, you know, it recently kind of came out that like, you know, Ghostface, you know, with all his lingo and coded bars and all the stuff, a lot of stuff that we thought had all these double and triple meanings, some of it didn't mean anything at all. It was just words that rhymed that he just put together. It's just shit he just put together that just rhymed.
We have an episode where we're really trying to pull like out of Supreme Clientele. Clientele. And I think we did a great job in actually connecting some dots there. Yeah. But it's funny because even after we connect dots, still at the end of the day, he said
spaghetti on the wall even after
he still said out of his mouth, it didn't mean anything.
A lot of that stuff didn't mean anything. He was just
even though we connected dots.
It was just cool shit that sounded slick and rhymed together, and the flow was good. But as far as it having deep meaning, nah.
But see, like but that just shows you how talented he is because it still was dope.
Yeah, you still need the characteristics to pull that off. Not only with like, oh, he looks cool. Like Slick Rick couldn't get away with any of that, but he had to tell a story, you know?
Right.
Because, you know, Slick Rick is like honestly the first iteration of Ghostface Killah.
Sure.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
But with in Ghostface's case, it's like, dude, he had to really put the nitro to the fact that he's trying to tell a story.
He was being innovative for sure, experimenting.
The swagger is there too, but it's like that prompts the believability.
Yeah, and you can't fight the authenticity because still out of that, you hear the authenticity.
Yeah.
He was going through things. This was him coming out, showing up with something he felt at peace with.
Yes.
Because he didn't feel at peace with Iron Man. He expressed that he was going through a lot. He didn't feel that he was his best. And then Supreme Clientele, he was in a better place. He felt like, you know, he was finding new things about himself style-wise. So that's cool. Cool sidebar on Ghostface. Thanks, Ali, for going there and touching a little bit on his style. Album cover, when we look at this album cover, this is, I mean, talk about iconic album covers. This one stands out.
You know, when
Like
you see
when you
it.
look at when you look at a collage, even in the Wu-Tang's own collage, like this stands out.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a dope cover. I never really looked at it and analyzed and saw like exactly what we're looking at. But for those who are listening, what we're looking at is, of course, Raekwon standing front and center, making it's kind of like swolled up in his face,
I don't know if he's blowing smoke.
possibly blowing smoke. Then behind him is Ghostface Killah doing like a kind of like two guns.
Classic.
Around him, and like he got his back, you know, in the shadows. Can't see his face fully. The shadows covering half of his face.
Ghostface.
But they both look fly though. Like they're wearing some linen, like I don't know what kind of cloths they're wearing, but something
Italian cashmere,
something royalty,
something fancy,
Something fresh and fancy.
something we can't afford.
Right.
And then they have some chains on, of course.
And I like how the font's all over the place, where it's just
Yeah.
like, oh man, like wait to like just seeing this. It's like wait till you hear the album.
Right. Only built for Cuban Linx, ... in the top left corner. And then you have Raekwon in the front center. Even just the font for Raekwon is dope.
Yeah.
Like it looks almost like hieroglyphic a little bit.
Behind Ghostface, it looks like the Wu logo.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So
It looks like the
cool.
Wu logo, like kind of lit up, all like orange, like fiery. Dope color scheme.
I always thought it was funny. It says guest starring Tony Stark's Ghostface Killah. You know what I mean? I don't know if the label put that there or
That's tight.
whatever, because that's
Tony
that's,
Stark's going by the
He
Wu
told me
Gambino.
over the phone. He said killer. Let's just put killer just in case.
Yeah, they might not have had confidence in the AH.
Now, the one that always threw me for a loop was the title, Only Built for Cuban Linx. I really didn't understand the title at first.
Yeah.
But from what I understand, Raekwon explains it that one of their rhymes had this like line in it or a bar that was saying only built for Cuban Linx. We do stings or something like that.
Yeah.
And he thought that was so fly. He was like, man, that means like you have the flyest, like heaviest chain on that you can't like snatch because the links are like locks. Like it's you have to be fly as hell to have that.
Oh yeah,
It's the symbolism for the chain itself, but the bond that you make with
with even Wu-Tang, like you know, all them being links.
Yep.
He was saying that it was a metaphor even bigger with them, and how like you know the weakest one of them, like then it would all fall apart.
it's slang for unity too. I mean, that's like you could just say, "Yo, we're only built for Cuban Linx," like to a congregation of sorts of your friends, and you say they know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
They know that means unity.
Yeah. Before it was going to be called Wu Gambinos was the one he was the title he was running with.
Could have
But
been
the
good
Gambino
title,
family wasn't allowing that. They're like, no.
Yeah, exactly.
We ain't having that.
Hey, Raekwon,
forget about it.
Let's just say you may or may not make the debut of this album.
Just
huh?
say you'll be sleeping with the fishes. You go with that name. You got a favor you can't refuse. But yeah, so but it's so crazy, like how we got such a legendary title compared to what we would have had. I mean, Wu Gambino sounds cool, but I still think the way of like only built for Cuban Linx sounds harder.
It's definitely better.
It sounds harder, like just because who's thinking that? Like you know, that's such a
That's the slang, man.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
We're on Jump Street talking about the slang already. We're not even breaking down the lyrics. We're talking about their slang.
How do you guys think this like album cover connects with the whole album when you hear it?
I mean, again, it's Raekwon's album, but it's really Raekwon and Ghostface album.
Correct.
Yeah.
And to me, that's the number one thing they're illustrating is that it's really a two-man effort. And honestly, I mean, not for nothing, if you turn around and look at Ghostface catalog, again, Iron Man is Ghostface featuring Raekwon and Capadonna.
Yeah.
I think it was what was his other one? Was it not Big Doe Rehab? one of Ghostface's other albums, same thing, is featuring Bulletproof Diaries, featuring Raekwon. So it's like they're known for doing this.
Yeah,
like this is what they do. They share their light. You know what I mean? Which I think is really dope.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So, oh no, sorry, I said Bulletproof Diaries, Bulletproof Wallets. That's the name of it. So yeah, Bulletproof Wallets, Ghostface featuring Raekwon. You know what I mean? So they share their light, and I mean it's crazy because, you know, according to the show, they didn't get along at first.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's right. They're from different sides of the town.
Yeah, like Rae and Ghost did not get along,
beefing with each other. But I think that was like the theme, like the dramatic element.
Yeah,
unless it got real.
Right? Know. Yeah, I don't know how real it got, but
I feel like it was.
I do believe to
allegedly.
an extent they did not get along at first.
I think I actually heard Raekwon say speak something about this. He was saying you know, we were okay with being in the same room, but it was kind of more like, hey, what's up? But we kind of go our own ways. So we weren't like the closest of guys. Like we seen each other, we knew each other did the thing, but we weren't like right from the get go, like, hey, what's up? Like that. We weren't like fans of each other. We were just kind of there.
Take the Wu-Tang show on Hulu with a grain of salt, please.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
If you try to take that verbatim, you're like, oh man, but dang, that's like really. They brought a big thematic element to really establish the connection after that.
Yeah.
But I really doubt that it was that extreme.
Deep. Right.
Yeah. But yeah, their chemistry is undeniable, man. Like you can hear it all over the stage.
Yeah, you know, and you don't, on a friend basis, you don't get that close to another guy unless you're really cool with him.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And we're talking about a brass tacks. We're you know, we're on level ground here talking about it. You don't. That's chemistry at its finest.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like he got his back. You know, that's dope. So at this point, we transition to, we choose 3 of our favorite tracks out of the album. This one was a really tough one, but we end up diving into the lyrics. We pick out any schemes that we see going on, any punchlines, any innuendos, double entendres, triple entendres, quadruple entendres.
Or Ghostface just saying, it's all made up.
Oh, yeah. Or just, you know, slang like that will go over our heads.
Stuff we'll still try to break down.
Yeah. So we get into all that. And here we have Only Built for Cuban Linx, which is a legendary album and hard to narrow down 3 tracks when you're talking about just numerous tracks on here that are like dope. Yeah, hard to narrow those down. But we ended up choosing for the 3 Incarcerated Scarfaces. It's number 1. Then we went with which one did we go?
Guillotine Swords.
Guillotine Swords.
And then
Ice Cream.
Ice Cream. Honorable mention to Verbal Intercourse.
Yes.
Also honorable mention to Wu Gambino's. The dope one. Yeah. I just want to speak a little bit about Wu Gambino's. That track to me was a repeated track on my playlist. That was one of those tracks that I mentioned, if you guys caught this on one of our episodes, but that would inspire me, that track, just because the beat is fast paced. It's like, da-da-da-da-da-da, and I love the intro.
Yeah.
Because it starts off with them just like shooting the shit. It's like, and then you hear Method Man, Johnny Blaze, calling out all the members' names in the Gambino fashion. And I don't know, for some reason that just hyped me up. Like going into that, and then Method Man's verse, call my brother son cause we shine like one.
Classic.
Like that inspired me so much, so many times. I have to just give my piece to that track because that was a repeated track of mine on this album. So we go on to Incarcerated Scarfaces, Lifted in the Staircases. All these beats are going hard too, and unpredictable, because there's like little things and little nuances layered all throughout the production that really makes it feel like you're in their world, which is a piece to RZA for that, man. Legendary producer in his prime. In the early 90s, RZA was
he was
on to something. He was on to something.
He was one of them ones.
And the thing, you're not going to hear a lot about his beats, hot take, whatever.
Yeah.
But you're not going to hear about his beats at the mainstream level because he kept it with the Wu.
The family.
His beats were primarily on the Wu-Tang joints.
And I gotta also mention too, I remember during COVID when when Versus was the thing.
Yeah.
And I remember DJ Premier and RZA had a Versus. And I'm thinking, again, this is my ignorance. I'm thinking, well, all RZA really has is Wu-Tang joints. I'm like, Preem's gonna wash them. No.
Yeah.
That was basically a draw. Honestly, a lot of people say RZA won. Like, I'm like, all he has is Wu-Tang joints. No, all he has is Wu-Tang joints. Like, he has all the Wu-Tang joints. So when you put it like that, it's like, oh, that's Cream. That's Cherchez Le Ghost. That's Protect Your Neck. That's Triumph. That's like, it's like, no, he has all of them. Like, I didn't piece it together to think he could compete with Preem, because I'm like, yeah, Preem got stuff with Biggie and Nas and Jay, and I'm like, yeah, Preem's gonna win that easy. No, it's like it's not that all he has is Wu-Tang joints. It's that he has all the Wu-Tang joints. Man. So that alone is what made that a battle.
Yeah, that's dope, man. I kind of forgot about that.
I was very wrong about that.
That was
one.
Legendary.
That's one versus I can admit I was dead wrong.
That's dope.
The intro, by the way, of this Incarcerated Scarfaces is sampled from the 1989 John Woo flick, The Killer.
Oh, piece of that.
Which is a very good film. It's almost as good as Hard Boiled, and it's good. It's better in its own way. But The Killer, if you guys haven't seen The Killer from John Woo, you're late to the game.
Yeah, John Woo, period. In his own lane with action movies and his own style is crazy.
Yep.
In flicks.
It's a good shameless plug for Hard Target, Broken Arrow, Face Off, whatever you want to watch. John Woo puts it down. Mission Impossible 2 is also good.
Dang. I'll start us off, Mark.
Yeah. Now, yo, what up? Yo, time is running out. It's for real, though. Let's connect. Politic ditto. We can trade places, get lifted in the staircases. Word up. Peace. Incarcerated Scarfaces. Genius has it to where they're just talking about, it's just talking about Scarface itself. It's just.
And the beat's tailor-made for Raekwon, man.
Yeah.
Tailor-made.
And even if you want to like really dissect this and put it under a microscope, Incarcerated Scarfaces implies that this is the Scarface that escaped the, famous gunfight brawl and actually lived to tell the tale.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome
behind
to
the
hear
wall.
about. That's
behind bars.
Yeah,
behind the wall, but at least he lived.
And that's honestly kind of like the scenario that you get in the Scarface PlayStation 2 game, The World Is Yours, where he actually survived that whole thing and gets to live on as Tony Montana.
Dang, so yeah, that one I didn't see that.
Yeah, so thug-related style of track, millions fan, they understand my plans. Who's the kid up in the Greenland? Me and the RZA connect, blow a fuse, you lose. Half-ass crews get demolished and bruised. Fake be frontin', hourglass heads be wanted.
Let me stop there. And that's the one thing, like, to Wu-Tang style in general. They can say one line and not even finish the whole sentence of that line, but they place that thought in your mind already. Yeah. Me and the RZA connect. That's all you need. Not me and the RZA connected at this point in time and got together.
Not completing the idea of it.
It's just me and the RZA connect. And, moved on.
And that line, though, was referenced in Watch the Throne with Jay-Z and Kanye, the song they did, A New Day, which RZA produced. So before each verse, like Kanye goes, me and the RZA connect. And then he does his verse. And then the hook comes on, and then Jay-Z before his verse. Me and the RZA connect.
Now even iconic now from being reused.
Yep.
That's dope. Just from that line. I didn't even picture that line being reused.
Mm-hmm.
Shutting down your slot. Time for pumping poisonous sting, which thumps up and act chumps. Raise a heavy generator, but yo, guess who's the Black Trump? Dough be flowing by the hours. Woo, we got the collars, scholars. Word life, peace to power in my whole unit. Word up, quick to set it, don't wet it. Real lick shots, peace Connecticut. Shoot, it's like Shakespeare if you had a brick with him.
Yeah.
That's very poetic, man.
Shakespeare with a brick.
I just like how they connect words, dude.
Oh yeah,
they're really good at that. It's like they're playing connects, like with words, and that's like to me that's different already. Like just using that last line, lick shots, Peace Connecticut, like that don't even rhyme perfectly with don't wet it,
right?
But just Peace Connecticut, like I still like the idea that it's internally there. Like that's dope.
Yep.
Now, yo, what's up, yo? Time is running out. It's for real, though. Let's connect. Politic ditto. Even politic was dope phrase. We could trade places, get lifted in staircases. Word up, peace, incarcerated Scarfaces. Chef will shine like marble. Rhyme remarkable. Real, raise up, spend your money, argue. But this time is for the uninvited. Go ahead and run to it, bitch. Mike's is getting fired. More fiends, chicks be burning like chlorine. Recognized from here to Baltimore to Fort Greene. But hold up, Moet be tasting like throw up. My mob roll up, drip to death, lips rolled up. You never had no wins sliding in these dens with Tims, with Mac 10s and broke friends. You got guns? Got guns too. What up, son? Do you want to battle for cash and see whose son's who?
Damn.
Ooh, I will probably wax tracks, smack rap. You've got you facts. Lyrics are whack. Can't stand unofficial. Wet tissue. Blank busting scud missiles. Woo. You rolling like Trump. You get your meat lumped. For real. It's just slang rap democracy. Here's the policy. Slide off the ring. Plus the wallabies. Check the status. Soon to see me at Caesar's Palace eating salads. Woo.
To be at Caesar's Palace eating that same said salad.
We beating Mike, sending keys to Dallas. I move rhymes like retail. Make sure sit sell. From where we eat at my man's cell. From staircase to stage. Minimum wage. From staircase to stage. Minimum wage, but soon to get the article and rap page. But all I need is my house, my gap, my AC. Bank account fat. It's going down like that. And pardon the French, but let me speak Italian. Black Stallions wilding on Shaolin. Whoa, what?
Wild
Black Stallions wilding on
Shaolin.
Shaolin. That means the island of Satin. And carry gats and mad police from Manhattan.
That's that classic Ray talk, man.
Yeah.
Italian Black Stallions.
Challenge. Come on, man.
Like even just to have the vernacular to like blend it into the Gambino sphere is crazy.
Man.
All I need is my house, my gap, my AC, which...
It's actually my ACK.
Yeah.
Yeah, my ACK for accurate.
Okay,
so it could be still
ACK.
like, even if reading it out, it's like, man, there's some
ACK,
good
yeah,
AC
for
in the house
accurate.
too.
Yeah, my ACK.
Short for that. Yeah.
ACK. They always talk about that in the Wu-Tang manual. Still need my Wu-Tang manual, by the way. You know who you are. They would talk about the MPV car because of the way the doors would pop out on it, so they can, just say hi to the friends when they open their MPV.
Say hi to their friends.
Yeah.
Don't mind this coming out of here.
Yeah. Hello, friends. Yeah.
We don't want to be flagged.
That's why there's like MPVs fat.
All right, then we got verse 3. I do this for barbershop in the plaza, catching asthma, Rae is sticking gun flashes, well-dressed, skating through the projects with big ones, broke elevators, turn the lights out, stick one, upstairs, switch like a chameleon, like hit Brazilians, pass the cash to leave your children, leave the building. Yo, they be folding like envelopes, under pressure like Lou Ferrigno on coke. Yo,
under pressure. Lou Ferrigno.
Wow. Yo, Africans denied up in yellow cabs, musty like fuck, waving they arms to Arabs. Sit back, cooling like Kaluas on rocks, on the crack spots, rubber band wrapped all in knots. You bitches who fuck dreads on Sudafeds. Pussies hurting, they did it for the yard, for the feds. Word up, cousin, I seen it. Like a 27-inch Venus, believe it.
Seen it on the Zenith.
And see that part right there, it's a West Side Gun song. It's called Zenith, and it has Sky Zoo on the hook. Yeah. And he's like seen it like a 20-inch Zenith, believe it. Like he does that same part, paying homage to that.
Yeah, giving homage to Raekwon.
Yes,
another influence.
Very much so. There is no Griselda without Raekwon.
Yeah,
and
these are the
Ghostface.
fundamental building blocks. I mean, sure, they bring up Cool G Rap being the blueprint early of this. Like I said, I think where Raekwon builds on it is
Yes.
bringing more imagination to it,
Yes.
more cinema to it, which is sick.
Yes.
Man, that's dope. So then we move on. There's a lot of Criminology was a dope one. Yeah, Knowledge God was good too. Rainy Days, classic. We move on to Guillotine Swords. This one here, like iconic Wu-Tang track.
See, here's the thing. In hip hop, there are unwritten rules. There's unwritten rules in hip hop. One of those unwritten rules, I'm gonna say 80% of the time, Inspector Deck has to go first.
Oh yeah.
There's an unwritten rule that he just has to go first. He is the king of the opening verse.
No, I got this suspect.
I don't know I don't know who decided this. I don't know how he became that guy, but I don't care if it's Guillotine Swords.
Imagine telling Deck, yo, Deck, I got this one.
Imagine starting from Jump Street and saying, hey, yo, Deck, I really want you on this track, yo, like really do this.
Peace, fam,
And your verse starts off like where it sounds like if Inspector Deck's gonna pop up.
Yeah.
Yo, Deck, screw that. I got this. Yo, watch how I drop this. Like, dang.
Like he has to go. I think there's a rule that he has to go first.
If not first, last then.
But like you got
If
Guillotine,
not first,
because you got
last.
Guillotine Swords, Protect Your Neck, Triumph, Protect Your Neck 2.
Yeah, he's
like,
on all those joints.
So many songs he goes first. Like
Pops
it's
off
like
too.
he has, and he goes crazy. But his thing is, it's got to be an unwritten rule. They had to come up with that at the table. Be like, look, when I rap, I go first.
Yeah.
Like it got to be, because there's too many instances where he has classic opening verses.
Yeah.
And this, for me, is just another example. Fucking love this verse, man. He goes, of course, you got your typical
Poisonous.
Wu-Tang
Poisonous.
conversation and stuff going on.
Sample.
And you just hear,
Sample's
and
crazy.
you just randomly hear, Inspector Deck just poisonous. Then he goes, poisonous paragraph, smash your phonograph in half and be the Inspector Deck on a warpath. First class, leaving mics with a cast, causing ruckus like the aftermath when guns blast. Run fast, here comes a verbal assaulter. Runs running around like a child in a walker. I score from the inner slums abroad, and my thoughts are razor sharp. I slice the mic from the cord. First to criticize, but now they can become mentally paralyzed when hits that I devise. Now I testify, the best is I. Rebel lioness, your highness, blessed to electrify. With voltage of an eel, truth that I reveal will crush the amateurs who scream they keep it real. Caesar black down, hooded up in fatigues. Part-time minor leagues receive their 3rd degrees. Attack like a wolf pack. Once I pull back to guard you and bust through like a fullback. Bruh.
I'll compare him to like, and this is a weird comparison, but hear me out. I compare him to like a Leonardo DiCaprio as far as the hunger being there, like without winning an award, but always trying to come out with the classic.
Man.
Like I feel like Inspector Deck always delivered, but then like never got the accolade of like, yo, this is your album, like you know, and and he's so sick. Like his album was dope. Like we covered his album. His album was dope.
Yeah.
You know, but like that's like something about him is like, man, the way he's letting off on
I think
here
the
is-
only time he got it was Triumph.
Yeah.
I think Triumph is the only time, because that one was just so crazy.
It was so
you
crazy.
couldn't deny it.
Yeah.
But like this was crazy too.
Yeah.
Like poisonous paragraph, smash your phonograph in half. It'd be the Inspector Deck on a warpath, leaving mics with a cast. Like what are we talking about?
Yeah.
He was on another planet,
and then
dude.
you gotta think about the time that this dropped. There wasn't people rapping like that.
Nah.
So
No.
like that as well. It's
No.
like, what?
And like that's, I kind of peeped, while I was trying to read through the lyrics, I kind of peeped, Mark doing some of these.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's true. It feels like a martial artist. Like
Yeah.
he's just punching and blocking
Right.
and
He's-
countering and slicing.
It's
Yeah.
the best, bro.
Like it's literally like a kung fu master. That's what his verses feel like.
And I like the fact that he goes first on this because after that, the main theme of this album, the main style of this album, isn't that lyrically profound in comparison.
True.
Right.
Yes. Yeah, correct.
So to
It's
pop
more
off
gritty,
first,
street.
it's like, okay, let's put this in the forefront, and then after we get Rae and Ghost doing their thing too, which isn't much. It's not to discredit them.
It
It's just like,
complements it. Yeah,
bro, we
just-
know what he's gonna do.
Right.
Let's set the charges to this.
It's almost like he's like his style. Dex is like kind of futuristic, almost like he has a element of futurism in him.
Yep.
Like the way he speaks is like way ahead of its time. That it feels almost like a Deltron 3030, almost like the way he spits sometimes.
Dude is gone, man.
Yeah.
He's on another planet.
He's like a cyclops. Like it's crazy.
He's the Inspector Deck. I envisioned this verse to be, when the SWAT team needs to barge in, they set the charges, blast the door, and then the one person that blasts the door gets out of the way, and the other two run in.
Yeah, that's a good
The
analogy.
other two that run in, Rae and Ghost, man.
Right. They're the muscle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he's the specialist, the charge specialist.
Rebel Lioness.
Rebel Lioness, yeah. That's dope.
Yo, you 14 gold carat slum computer wizard. He was like, all right, bet this. I'm going to rap like this too.
14 karat gold slum computer
You thought I made stuff up. Yo, you 14 karat gold slum computer wizard. Tapping inside my rap vein causes blizzards. Damn, so much ice in the veins, baby. The wildlife that kills my ice trife like by the digits. Gorillas injected with strengths of 80 midgets.
Damn.
The earth spins ruins. Rap exotic blends. Let my peeps in. Gasping, swallowing aspirins. With the dosage, you overdosed in rap. High explosive. My posters hypnotized with hypnosis. Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah,
I sell goods. My whole clan is in the run like natural born killers. Record breaking the album Thriller. Got access to tear gas, bombs, and rocket launches. Flow like dough, killer bees is what I sponsor. And it's still kind of going on the rhyme flow. You entrepreneurs, pens and gear like Shakespeare. When I fuck, I grab hair, collect drawers and souvenirs.
That's real quick. Like he could say so much in a little tiny space.
Yeah.
I grab hair, like
Gear like Shakespeare. Little puff collar and everything.
yeah.
Fuck yeah, my crew's
Collect
down in
draws
Germany.
like souvenirs. I've already saw that. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, my crew down German beers. My career's based on guns, throwing cats in wheelchairs, etc. Damage any lame-ass competitor who try to front, get broken in fast like leathers. Whatever.
Broken in fast.
Hot hard heads get shattered like mirrors. Beretta shots, splatter your goose, scatter your feathers. Dang. Getting shot out in public like that. Say never poetry chumps, deal with graphic. Flew my family overseas. I'm maxing. If rap was crack, fully packed, I'd be tall caps. So the two options are the smaller the tall caps. Taxing kingpin of the rap drug trafficking. Village gets slapped in Manhattan for rapping. Big Ghost steps off laughing.
Slapped in Manhattan for rapping.
Slapped in Manhattan for rapping. Big Ghost steps out laughing.
That's tight. That's tight. Then we have Raekwon, on the verse 3. Sit back, relax, fake, don't get turns. Watch me massage your brain with slang, that's king. Projects filled with the young man cause threats. Who has that? $1,000 chains and texts. Focus the brokest of life shit. These mics is like cocaine, son. Check the suicide hype shit. Exchange mad blunts, tapes for sweepstakes. Keeping up on fakes, out of state for cakes, no doubt. Plus nobody amount, we making dough off. I mean, even just like the no doubt thing, like it's out of place rhyme, like in the rhyme scheme, but it's in place as far as like it sounds right.
Yep.
Like, that's what I liked, and that's what I picked up from them. Like as far as like with me writing and stuff, like some things might not be in the or follow the rhyme scheme, but it sounds right. That's what I picked up from them. Because it's out of place, but yeah, it's in place. Keeping up on fakes, out of state for cakes, no doubt. Plus nobody amount, we making dough off. Putting 50 on the land and Allah. It's like that. Put y'all shoes up. Black, matter of fact, just adapt. Tie up your black Nikes and tight hats. Corners, stay surrounded with foreigners. What up, Dread? Feds caught your brethren for the bread, but regardless, peace to jail with charges. Unified lane in the yard with L.A. or with La.
Yeah.
My clan done ran with Japan to Atlanta to withstand. My clan done ran from Japan to Atlanta with stamina. He has these little verbal word twisters in there. Slingers and gamblers with gram handlers. Tikal method Tikal. Light the owl cigar. Let's get steamed. Let's get steamed. Infrared guard your beam. So sneak enough respect. Rude boy. Yep. You bet. Keep it moving. Mashallah, bro. Black like tar, designing the fly shit and stain shining. The RZA pour more beats than Cristal, fine wine, concrete raps go to bat with 50 other on the other side of the map till it's all good and all done. What we want, son, Mike Tyson of this rap shit.
Pulling on Max for
Pulling
fun.
out Max for fun.
And then Jizza come in, man.
Oh, and that Jizza?
This dude, and it was so short but so effective.
And who better to end it than
This
Jizza?
dude come in, he goes, don't get mad, I got mad styles on my own and it's shown when my hands grip the chrome microphone. Verbally, I catch bodies with cordless shotties, intriguing MCs, I keep them trained like potties. I bomb facts, my sword is an axe to split backs, visible like dope fiend tracks. Sky's the limit, is a timid, and nobody knows that we move like wolves in sheep clothes. Producing data, microchips of software, underground and off air to the land of the lost. Notorious henchman from the north, striking is where the Mason-Dixon line cross.
Right in the middle.
Man, that's
a perfect
you don't
track.
He made that just sound hard.
No profanity, but you still the gore's there.
Yeah, you
the
feel
violence is
yeah,
there.
you feel it. Yep.
Jizza's
That's the street as Jizza gets
genius,
right there.
man.
He's the genius for a reason, man.
Dang, I didn't realize you have Deck and Jizza on this with Ghostface and Ray.
set up
man.
and then
The closer.
yeah.
Yeah, they're all in their perfect spots. Like,
Closing
Yeah,
like
because that's Jizza. Jizza mostly, if he's not the last, he's one of the last.
Yeah,
Jizza's usually a closer.
yeah.
That's definitely his role.
I'm honored to be here, like in this moment, talking about this album because it's such a legendary album, and we're privileged to be talking about such a timeless masterpiece. Like this will go on to live well beyond our years for other generations to hear this. And like, if we are at all like involved with somebody learning about this album for the first time,
Right.
that alone to me is like an honor. And that's happened. I mean, already on one of our episodes for Mobb Deep, somebody didn't know about that album.
Yeah.
And so that to me is crazy. But yeah, peace to hip hop, man. So we're going on to the third track.
Oh, I gotta do Ray's verse on this.
Ice Cream. This is a track for the ladies here. This is one of Wu-Tang's like first track for the ladies, like period.
Other than the first one was the Method Man one with Mary J.
Oh yes,
You're All I Need.
that's true.
That was first.
And then Puffy had a little bit of a
remix.
production.
He did a
on the
remix on that. Yep. But this was the second big one for sure.
The one time we should have brought some ice cream bars.
I'll say like in full Wu-Tang style. This would be the first one.
Yes. For full Wu-Tang, yes,
Yeah.
this is the first.
That's
A true Wu-Tang
yeah,
joint.
a
Yes.
true Wu-Tang
In
joint.
true Wu-Tang fashion.
And their style, like
Right. I
and
agree.
it's so crazy. Anytime Ghostface Killah does his rhymes for like females, it's like it's so crazy to hear because it's not the typical like yeah. It's not like May style.
No.
It's like backyard banging like a Benzie.
Yeah.
Spark McKenzie.
Yeah, his approach is not the fabulous Mace.
Yeah, no,
super
not at all.
smooth swap. Now his is like
It's
more.
still his style.
It's still Ghostface.
Yeah,
it's
like
just
doing
a
spinning
little,
bars.
just a little toned down, just a little,
Yeah,
just a
yeah.
little.
Yeah, it's super dope. Yeah, this track is a classic.
And that's another thing. And see, another thing about these members knowing their roles. Like you're talking about Expected Dick rapping first, Jizza usually closing. Method Man with hooks,
With the hooks.
the best.
Ray said, "I'm not Captain Hook. I'm not Captain Hook. I had to call my bro Meth. Yo,
Meth
handle
is
that.
Captain Hook.
The way he told him, he's like, Meth, handle that.
Handle that.
Handle that.
He said, I'm not Captain Hook.
I'm not Captain Hook.
Well, Method Man is because they're two of the most iconic hooks: cream, ice cream. Meth does both of them. Come on.
And they were just like things that he just pulled from random access memory of things like that. You know, that's I don't know if you heard him break down his METHOD, man, but that when he breaks that down,
Oh yeah, that was
Champs,
amazing.
That's crazy.
Amazing breakdown.
All the references that were
samples
just
and
subliminal, like
amazing.
Little
all
shout
the
out to the
flow-
Beatles in the mix.
Yeah, flow cadences.
Mm-hmm.
At the mass, he's legit.
I was like, man, these guys really like ice cream. Oh, I like ice cream too now.
Watch this rap, get all up in your guts. French vanilla, butter pecan, chocolate deluxe. Even caramel sundaes to get in touch. It's scooped in my ice cream truck. Who tears it up? Woo! Yo, honey dip, summertime, fine, cherry dripping. Seen you on pickings with a bunch of chickens on your clicking. I kept shooting strong notes as we got close. She rock wrote, honey throat smelling like impulse. Your whole shells, baby's wicked like Nimrod. Caught me like a freshwater squad. I may or not be God. Attitude is very rude, brewed, crabby like seafood. It turns me on like Von C. La Rule. Already like so like complex, different schemes and stuff that I would never use in a million years. Different for sure. Like the slang here is crazy.
Yeah, comic book savvy too, naming Nimrod from the X-Men.
Oh,
Yeah, the X-Men comic books.
Or it even could be biblical Nimrod from like Tower of Babel. Like that, that could even be biblical there too. Caught a freshwater scrod. I may or not be God. They call me Starkey Love Hunt. Check the strategy by any means. Shirley Temple Curls was done by Billy Jeans. Like Mrs. America, your name is Erica, right? True, lazy, eyeball, small feet, 6 shoot. Woo! Look at the description. Lazy eyeball, small feet, 6 shoe. Says so much with so little.
Yep.
It's crazy. Caramel complexion, breath smelling like cinnamon. Excuse me, hun. The dom mean no harm, but turn around again. God damn, backyard's banging like a Benzie. If I was Jiggy, you'd be spotted like Spuds McKenzie. I'm high power, put Adina Howard to sleep. Your partner. That bitch be on my mind all week. But back to my Maybelline queen. Let's make a team. You can have anything in this world except cream. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Let's go ahead and walk these dogs and represent. Woo. Woo. Legendary verse, man.
Damn.
Legendary. The cadence, the flow is all there, man.
All of it.
Yeah.
And you got the classic, Method Man hook. And Ray the reason I love Ray's verse so much, he just busts in. He's not being patient. He just jumps right in and he just Raekwons it up. I can't even really describe it. This is
deep
just
baritone, like to Ghostface's high pitch too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just a perfect blend.
Audibly,
so he jumps in Shaolin's finest. What a boo piece, your highness. Yo, I'm lounging. Big dick style. Y'all is the flyest. Moves you're making 2 fly jewels and shaking out a rape patient. You looking good, fly colored Asian. Ghettos, this is your hometown. We can go the whole round. After that, I'm shooting downtown. I'm rocking hats and your wig is all intact. Who's that queen bee chick? Eyes pearly black. Freaks be moving in fly sneaks. 2-finger rings and gold teeth. And ain't afraid to hold heat. So when I step in the square, dear, you better have cream this shit. Reekins, Benaki, yeah. Oh my God.
Word bending too, square there. Like
he was just it was just fly. Like Raekwon just made everything fly, man.
And there was this, it's the whole like mythos to this song is crazy because even RZA had a big part of this and kind of coming with the idea of like what they should rap about this and talking about titties basically and all different colors and it's like the scheme, the crazy like concept is dope. It's all Wu all over this and the music video is legendary. Them in an ice cream truck. It's RZA and his brother in the window of the ice cream truck. And then you have Method Man on top with the cane, flickering the cane around. Capadonna, fresh out of the pen, like riding with the pen, like it's crazy.
It's cool that there's only 2 ice cream related tracks in like the history of hip hop, and both of them are fly as hell. The Fever for the Flavor from Black Sheep, and then Ice Cream.
That's right. That's tight.
Black chocolate girl, wonder shake ground like thunder. This is Capadonna.
Yeah, piece of Capadonna.
Politic to your deficit step. Give me your number.
His voice was tight too. I always like Capadonna.
Your sexy persuasive tatas and thaws catch my eyes like pies. I want your bodily surprise.
Your bodily surprise.
Double down sometime. Ice cream, you got me falling out like a cripple. I love you like my dick size. Ooh, baby, I miss you. Your sweet tender touches. Take pulls off the Dutchess. Orgasm in my mind state. Masturbate in your clutches. So we're taking a more raw approach with the love and romance angle here. This isn't slang heavy. This is direct,
straight to the point.
Right.
I want you for self like wealth. So play me closely. Bitches paranoid for the sting. Who want the most of me? Only a heart doesn't want to be calling me cousin. Thirsty for my catalog, baby, shopping spree, you're loving. Call me if you want to get dug like the pockets. I jism like a giant, break rooms out the sockets.
Damn. Wow. There you go.
Poor deer.
Yeah. And it's funny because Capadonna is on another there's another love track that Wu-Tang does.
Oh, so
it's like Sweet Love.
It was one called I think Kame.
Maybe.
There's another one. It's another smooth one on Iron Man.
Okay.
Yeah,
he's on a couple love centered tracks, but it does in the Wu-Tang style.
Underrated MC.
Oh
man.
yeah, dude.
Oh, Capadonna's hard.
Yeah. And plus he featured on Triumph too.
Right. Well, that was the last album that he wasn't considered a member.
Right.
Because when they came back for the W, he was officially a member.
Yeah.
By that time.
But Capadonna is ill, dude. Definitely legendary. Yeah, this whole album, man, is.
You guys got to stop naming Redman as the Wu member and remember to replace him with Capadonna, please.
Right.
Oh, and that's the thing too. Def Squad was a big inspiration for Wu-Tang. That whole clique getting up with that EMP, that PMDs, started. That was a big inspiration.
And then when Meth and Red connected. That basically made Redman an affiliate.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like Redman started doing joints he's on Supreme Clientele.
Yep.
He's on the W album. So he's very much becomes an affiliate later.
Yeah.
But he never was an official member, but he was an affiliate basically since 98, 99.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's crazy the chemistry that him and Meth had. This is crazy.
Right.
So what do we take away from this album? Hearing Only Built for Cuban Linx, what stands out here?
Showing you that the spinoff in the Wu-Tang universe can work. Mm-hmm. Once you see that, then the creative juices start flowing for the other members into thinking, what else can I create?
Right.
I saw Ghost and Rae thrive and do their own thing.
Yeah.
Let's see where I can go. Then you get, Beneath the Surface by Jizza. You get all these other albums. You even get You God doing his own solo joint too. And dude, you'd be hard pressed to find a bad Wu solo joint.
Yeah.
You'd really have to go and be in comparison to these.
RZA goes more digital. And
Bobby Digital.
Yeah, it goes into this Contra sort of ethos. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But even that's its own little. There's a branch that's going to really, really appreciate that.
Yep.
There's a lot of people that will reference after the RZA, they'll just say Bobby Digital after that. And I know a lot of rappers around my circle, when I was rapping and stuff, they would call themselves, the producers would say something digital.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, that's a very good homage, but you're going to have to be your other nickname or something.
Right.
Yeah, so.
But they created subgenres within their own group.
Yeah. It made it cool to do it. It made it cool to do it.
Yeah, I mean, for me, this is the standard for, the coke rap subgenre in hip hop. I mean, Pusha T even says on The Games We Play, one of the first bars, I think it's the second verse, he goes, to all of my young, I am your ghost and your Rae. This is my purple tape. He's comparing Daytona to this album. This is the standard.
And to say that, to make that as a vernacular, this is my purple tape, that says something.
Yes.
Yeah, signifies the classic.
Or this is my
Illmatic.
This is my purple tape.
Right.
This is,
So he's shooting for Cuban Linx territory. You know what I mean? This is a standard. This is, again, this builds, Griselda down the line. Like I said earlier, there's no Griselda without this. This is literally a blueprint for what they will become. I compare Westside Gunn to Ghostface a lot, from a vocal standpoint of the higher pitched voice, being a creator of worlds, if you will, that all has a genesis, and that is with Ghostface, where you got Raekwon, that kind of is, his link is more, and as far as Griselda is concerned, that's more of Benny a little bit, where it's the kind of fly drug talk, but little smoother, a little deeper on the voice than Westside Gunn. So yeah, for me, this album is it's my favorite Wu album. Rae is my favorite Wu member. So it, for me, is everything.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Same. I feel the same with you. I feel like this one is one that I always find myself coming back to just because it has a little bit of everything in it. And then, from having some Kung Fu related stuff to the Gambino approach, the streetwise aspect to it, which makes it kind of full circle. And it has RZA's production. One of RZA's best productions is on here. And this is at Wu-Tang's peak. Like, you know, these are beats from RZA's basement. Like, it doesn't get better than that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and then to have the chemistry of these two guys, the ambition that they shared doing this last heist, and this will be it, you know, to make it like it's relatable. Yeah. The skits, they're I don't know, they're just something that like I just feel are creative. They're just authentic. And like it can't be denied.
And
like,
it's one of the few.
This is Mark.
It's one of the few classic rap albums that has a sequel that delivered.
Right. Oh yeah, that's
you know
true.
what I mean. Like obviously you could never top the original, but it wasn't like this crazy fall off where everybody's disappointed with. Like no, Only Built for Cuban Linx 2 is an incredible album.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It has its own place in hip hop history.
That's a good point.
And it shows you how vast the Wu, you know, the Wu styles are, because you guys definitely herald Only Built for Cuban Linx, and I'm on my side with I think the Jizz is the most I like him out of the whole Wu-Tang Clan, and I like Liquid Swords. I think Liquid Swords is the best effort that they have, and we're all collectively together with that. Shows you how vast these guys can go.
Yeah, exactly. So piece of this album, check this album out. This one's one of the best of the best. I mean, you heard it from Rolling Stones. This goes into the all-time albums list.
And you heard it from us.
Right.
If that, you know, that means anything.
Mark, go ahead, man. Let him have it, man.
Yo, to the MCs, if you drop a mic, drop a like. Don't drop your ice cream on a hot summer day, because that will melt.
That's
Incarcerated Subs.
Yeah. You know what? Get yourself a nice little chocolate sundae and listen to this episode, or a butter pecan rican.
Yeah.
Or fresh vanilla. Yeah. Perhaps whatever ice cream you guys prefer out there. They're all delicious. Trust me.
That's Hip Hop Gambinos.
Peace.
Facts. Yo, put it on wax. I'm throwing all kinds of random facts at you. Yo, cut you with the axe if I have to get at you really quick. Yo, you don't test me. Hey, yo, you're gonna find that I'm not the type to test. See, hey, yo, you're gonna get a C on that test when I come back for the rest of ya. Yo, leave you in pieces. Hey, yo, in the gutter. Hey, yo, you don't wanna make me stutter, cause as I do, hey, yo, I'm about to stunt you really quick. Yo, you don't wanna be stumped like a tree. When I come through, you see, you already know me. About to come like I'm a ghost. See, when you see me, like scream. Hey, yo, you better scream really quick. Yo, I come with the dagger. I'm coming back at ya. Yo, calling the Dragon Sword out from out of nowhere. Yo, the Dragon Sword. You already know my sword. It's gonna be one to leave you like an underscore. Yo, when I chop off the knees really quick. Yo, please, you better stop, man. Yo, you already know I don't got time for these random flows. Hey, yo, I got the type of flow that's gonna come through like the wind when I come through. So knocking over your door, you already know I'm about to just pull the rug under your floor real quick. Hey, yo, you know how I'm slick with it. Hey, yo, tricks off for kids, silly rabbit. Yo, I be coming with a bad habit when I come through. Yo, God, dog, snap it. You don't know the way I stab it. It was crazy. It's like Saw, the way I come through, so methodical. You only wanna know, yo, it's really magical when I come through with it. Yo, I've been thinking and planning about it for a minute. Yo, you already know how I spend it. Yo, so I'm just casually catching up on all the type of things that are happening up. Hey, yo, you already know I'm about to drop bombs on ya really quick. Yo, a lyrical exhibition. The way I come through on a mission. You already know, I'm gonna come through making a decision whether I'm gonna have you or not. Yo, this ain't a magic trick though. The way I come through with that type of crazy flow. Yo, you already know, throwing stars at ya, all around ya too. Hey, yo, I got the real stars to throw. Hey, yo, I'm grabbing them from the cosmos. Hey, yo, you know the kind of crazy flows that we spit. Yo, most can't handle the random tantrum that we're throwing at ya. You already know, coming through like a phantom of the opera. You already know, about to coming off ya really quick. Yo, it's really crazy. Yo, it's crazy. Yo, I'm about to make you spin like a daisy when I start to come through. I'm about to rep you and your whole crew. Pass it to Mark.
Yo, pass it to me. And matter of fact, I'm about to give you some metaphor magic. I'm actually turning these metaphors into a megazord. With my things, you're in danger. All morph together like all the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Jason, Trini, Billy, and Zach. Especially when I kick these 16s back to back. Dun 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 dun. Don't forget Tommy. Watch how I do this. Hit you with the blammer. Yo, you're gonna get me fraudulent, but it's all good. I'm efficient. Yo, I keep blasting you uppercut to your vertical in air, a 90-degree angle, slam you with Olympic slam like I'm Kurt Angle. Off to the canvas, I be the baddest rapping MC, the illest one on the planet. Yo, I keep on going with my flow. Everybody likes how I do this. From door to door, I go door to door salesman. Watch how I do this, I'm the illest, man. Yo, I'm trying to spell out my name like M-A-R-K. How I do this, yo, I'm like Marky Mark with the good vibrations. My style's giving you a dope sensation. Down to your spinal cord, down to the vertebrae. When you're feeling I feel the verbs, he says. I feel the verbs, the adjectives, and the predicates. Watch how he does this with manners and etiquette. Yo, I like doing this, my style's incredible. Matter of fact, it's fantastic how I move these metaphors. Yo, with me, Mr. Fantastic, and the thing, how I do this, I'm an ill MC that comes from the core, comes from the molten lava. Watch how I do this with the magma, and I try to do this with the lava. How I'm flowing down to the mountains. Everybody wants to get my youth up in the fountain. Yo, I want to keep going, sipping the mug of the liquid type courage. How I do this, yo, my style's deep in the fog, but I'm courage like a cowardly dog. On the Cartoon Network, yo, I do it proper. Yo, I'm trying to get these chicks like Johnny Bravo. Oh man, I'm trying to name all these different cartoons, but I'm just trying to spell out your doom. Yo, it's all coming real soon, especially with me and these MCs. And let's not forget, Ali, the Big G.
Let's go, check it. Yo, I'm a real MC. Yo, you don't even want to test me, cause I will send thee up to the stars, very, very far. And you don't want to see these bars, cause when you test these bars, you ain't got no chance. I spit it so smooth like a slow dance. You don't even know where to how to go, man. I do it from here to baseline to foothill to Rosecrans, all the way to Crenshaw. You ain't even know what you been saw. That's how I do it, like a Jinsaw. I mean a Ginsu, sharp like a Ginsu. You don't know where you been to or what I've been through. You don't even know. That's how I spit it like it. That's how I do it when you do it like it. And then I come in like Kane, like a choke slam, cause you know that the rhymes are dope, man. That's how I go. Hang yourself with a rope, man. If you don't even know how to spit like it, that's how we do it when we do it how we do it like it. I spit it like an array of sunshine. That's how that's how we do it when the sun's mine. And I bring it to the top, to the bottom, and then we keep it rock bottom like Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Johnson and Johnson like baby powder or baby oil, but it's not like Diddy though. I keep running through the city ho. That's how I go. I'm through the city though, but I ain't no silly ho. Like T-Bars, left thigh get chilly, and we do it, and I'ma bring it to the ocean like Free Willy. But this rhymes ain't silly. And I'll bring it to the kid, $1 million a game like Gilly or Wallow. That's how I do it when these rhymes make you swallow. It hurts your throat. That's how I bring it to the moat on a boat. And I keep going. These rhymes is cold like you need to wear a coat. It's off the top with it, and that's how we do it when we rock with it. And that's hip hop, not the flip flop. And that's how we go from the tick to the top. And that's how we rhyme from the Rick to the rock, like the producer from the Bay. And you do what I say, say, like Paul McCartney or Michael Jackson. That's how we bring it back, son. We bring it, stick it to the wall like a tack, son. Bring it back done, and that's how we bring it back to Zay, huh?
Yeah. Bring it back to say, Yo, I'm trying to come back with the Kameya. Yo, the way I'm trying to be that dragon slayer. You already know. Yo, I'll see you later. Like a crocodile. The way I come and chill for a while. You already know. Touch the dial. You already know how I'm trying to come back. Yo, you already know you like my smile. Like the Joker. Yo, you already know I'm good at poker. The way I hide it. Hey, yo, I'm excited. When I come in, I get ignited from the mic and I just want to spit it all crazy. Hey, yo, you know I'm trying to get those goosebumps on the daily. When I come and start to spit a verse, got the pensy. You already know I'm coming through like I'm punsy. You already know that I'm just getting really funsy. When I come with it, you already know, yo, it's Dunsey. When I come through, hey, yo, you already know I'm gonna blow it down like the Red Wolf when it comes through. Looking for Little Red Riding Hood. You already know, yo, it's all good. Chilling in my neighborhood. You already know, yo, I got it all tight. So kinda crazy flow. Hey, you already know, yo, I'm trying to come through. So, yo, I got that fire burning down deep inside for this rhyme style that I try to spit. Try to stay committed with it. Every time I got that rhyme type of pattern. Yo, I get excited walking through the cave with the lantern. Yo, tell me the script. You already know I wanna hit it really quick. Yo, you already know I wanna know the code. Wanna decipher like I'm God of War. Yo, you already know I'm trying to explore Uncharted. Yo, I'm trying to look for more. Trying to decode the secrets. Yo, I wanna hit another living legend temple. Yo, as I start to go through my temple. You already know, yeah, it's mental. The way I'm coming through with that, this instrumental. It's gonna be dope. Peace to Cream Soda for dropping the beat. You already know we got the heat all day. Yo, all day as we start to spray. Yo, we let them catch them strays when they're trying to come through to us. The three kings, we're running through the team like Vikings. When we come through and we lay our whole clan. Yo, put our flag up like we're the Wu-Tang Clan.
Yes.
You already know, man, this is our land. The way we try to explore. Yo, this is our thing. That's hip-hop. You already know. Yo, we're about to let you kick back with a soda pop as we start to dive in, start to dissect. Yo, like we're surgeons. You already know what's hurting. The way we get down lyrical. You get with the pen. Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, let them in and try to find who's all in the betterment. But we're all up in the jungle, camouflage like predator. About to blast you with the photon blast from my shoulder. And I'll throw a rock cause I'm feeling bolder than you. Yo, you and your sorry crew. Cause I'm trying to do this like Mountain Dew. Whether you wanna do this, you're all freaking dead. Are you gonna see red like you're drinking Code Red? Or different type of soda pop, even Big Red. Don't even miss that, especially when I take rap and try to make it my playground with my dope sound. When I do this, yo, I do this for fun. I be like Ip Man, like my name was Donnie Yen with the Wing Chun. Oh man, you don't need any sound effects when I'm catching wreck, cause it's all yo, especially when I do this, I do it the best. With the 16s on my chest, forget the S. Yo, Superman can go back to Lex Luthor. Especially when I keep going and try to pursue ya. I'm in hot pursuit because when I do this, yo, I'm strapped to boot. All this, all day. Yo, my lyrical is kinda like a Mac. A Mac or a tech, especially when I catch wreck for less than a sec. I do this all over the internet because I've been kicking 16s and freestyles for a long time, you see. I can do this very easily off the top of my mind. I love doing this. I love spitting rhymes for you or yours. Even everybody in the YouTube subscriber portal. Yo, I try to do this all day with my mind. I try to do this all day. It should be a crime. I should be doing this at allegedly. Everybody always wants to get up on my dentistry because they're all up in my mouth. But yo, they never ever try to duplicate what I do. Oh man, give it all to Ali to take it off to the stratosphere.
Woo! Take it off to the stratosphere. We do it from the west cause we do it the best. And we do it on Fridays like TGIF. And that's how we bring it. Yeah, we do it, bring the beats like it's a DJ in a full house. But you a snitch like a full mouse. And that's how I sit on the couch. And that's how I put it in your mouth. Pause. That's how I keep going like raws. And we bring it to the balls and your jaws climb the walls. That's how we bring it to you. That's how we spit it. And then if you don't like it, then you just don't get it. But that's how we bring it. We bring it to you to your front door. That's how we do it, and we ain't no rhyme whores. We just keep going to your pores, up in your socks. That's how we keep it doing all day to the docks, up in the water. Cause that's how we do it for your mother, to your father, to your daughter. And that's how we rhyme, and that's how it goes all the time. When we rhyme. I just said it 3 times, cause that's how I felt like it. Yeah, that's how I smelt like it. so fresh and so clean, and the rhymes are so mean, and then I can do it, and I do it smart like a dean. I'm on the dean's list. You keep going, you be on the shit list. You don't even know how to get with this. That's how we go with the spit with this, like it's syphilis. I'm a lyricist. You don't even know how to rhyme with this. I just put them words together like two birds of a feather, and we flock together. And that's how we do it. Bring it to your block together. Like a Rockefeller when we shot the fella on the rhyme scheme. That's how we do it when we rhyme fleens. I just keep it like a microphone fiend, like Raekwon. That's how I do it. Shout out to Shakim in the flavor unit. That's how I do it, cause we do it when we save the unit. We save the bars and we save the rhymes. You ain't got no bars if you walk into a candy store with no hands. Look, ma, no hands. Now keep going like bruh man, the fifth flow. That's how we do it with the sick flow. And that's how I kick those. Kick down the door, waving the 4-4 like Biggie said. That's how we do it, rest in peace, cause we know that Biggie's dead, but he's alive in these rhymes all the time. And we save the rhymes, how we save the children. That's how we feelin', and that's how we keep going for one more rhyme to say.
One more rhyme to say. Thanks for letting me play. Yo, we gotta come through all crazy, no matter how we flow. Hey, yo, I got that type of style though that's gonna unleash. Yo, like when you unleash a pit bull in the streets, you know, telling what about to happen, about to grab something with his teeth. Yo, it's like a shark, it's like a predator happening out here. Yo, the rhymes are vicious, you already know this. I'm gonna come through so suspicious when I come through. Oh, that shit was delicious. Yo, I already know that I'm trying to come through like a hero though, like Captain Planet. God damn it, you already know. I wanna sing with Janet, I wanna be like Busta Rhymes in that music video. Trying to make my pass at that ass like Tupac with 2 Glocks. You already know. I got 2 toot socks like Eminem. Yo, trying to get the feminine with these bars. You already know. Trying to crunch it like M&M's, melt in your mouth, not in your hand. I'm coming through like Stan I am. You already know. Although I'm trying to come through and bring the fan in. That man is too crazy. How is he even trying to stand there trying to rap like he's so lazy and laid back? But you already know I'm coming with that like an acrobat. When I come through, flinging around like Robin. You already know that I'm stomping the grounds. Yo, I'm coming through your town, making you bow down like Cube. You already know, coming through like the ruler. You already know I got the measuring stick, like the candlestick. What 50 was rapping about. All up in your mouth, yo. All up on your couch, everywhere. Don't even trip, because I'm still pretty clean with all of it. Yo, the way I come through, all the days of your life. Hey, yo, I'm coming through, trying to make you be my wife. Hey, yo, you already know that I'm gonna cut the cake with the knife. Yo, trying to strive for that life. But I know that it's gonna be dope, no matter how we get the flow. Piece of Biggie, Smalls, and Tupac. Yo, I already know they did so much for the hip hop. Then we learn from that lesson. Yo, piece again the cream soda for the beat, for the heat that is dropping. A piece of that's hip hop for constantly delivering rhymes on the top. Like we're falling off of the Empire or the Golden Gate Bridge. No matter how we do it, we bridge like Rialto. The emblem, you already know it's crazy the way we rap on them like nothing. Yo, I'm about to pass it to something like Mark. Yo, go ahead and handle that spark.
You're the emblem, watch how I do this all pretended. Yo, I keep on going, playing on a Nintendo. NES or Super, I do it super duper. And everybody wants to see me, boy. But yo, your styles are fail like a virtual boy. But yo, I said the Dreamcast and everybody wants to see me on blast. But yo, it's nothing happened, it's all in the past. Don't try to play me on the station. And I keep on going, PlayStation 2 with you and your crew. Yo, watch how I do this. I'm trying to implement all the video game stations and systems. When I do this, I try to do this man persistent and try to make all these rhyme subjects an instance. Yo, I try to do this at the end of my sentence. Period, point blank with the comma, semicolon. I do it the boldest. Yo, I mean wise and old. I ain't the oldest, but I got gray hairs to testify. To do this all that, I testify that I might have the bestest rhymes that you've ever seen since Busta Rhymes. But y'all try to do this time and time again and rhyme off the top of the edge of my pen. When I do this, yo, there is never ending. There's never ever infinite. Yo, especially when I do this in this particular moment and instance. I like doing this with my eyes closed, because when I do this, that means I'm doing this on the rhymes.
Yes.
Doing this on the rhymes, yo, because it's improvisational. It's massizational when I do this, and try to do this all day and all times. Pass it to Ali for one more time.
One more time and one more rhyme, that's how we do it, cause it's one more shine. We do it shine like the bad boy, and that's how we do it, and we keep bringing it cause you sad boy. I'm big dangerous, you just a little vicious. Your rap kitchen is dirty, you gotta do the dishes. My rhymes it taste good like a pasta. I drink a Shasta with a Rasta. Patois, that's how we do it when we bring the top shotta, and then keep bringing the coke like a mobster. But I don't do that, I keep it all legal, cause that's how I do it, like a dog is a Smeagol. Like Snoopy, but you don't even know cause you another dog like Droopy. That's how we do it. Snoopy Loopy, Doopy Loopy, Fruity Loopy. Like I make it do a Cameron parody. That's how I go it, cause you do it rhymes sincerity, serendipity. That's how we flip to me. A little flip. That's how we do it when we take a little sip of the Kool-Aid. You better drink the Kool-Aid cause the rhymes is getting you paid. You do it on a new day like it's Lupe with a toupee. I just made that rhyme up on the top of the dome cause I hit you with the top of the chrome. If I had a gun, but I don't, but I do it for fun. And we just spit like that. You don't even know, cause y'all can't even get like that. Y'all podcasts don't rap. Y'all podcasts ain't got no bars. Your podcast don't make no stars. Y'all podcasts don't even know how to sleep. Your podcast is full of scars. We do it, we rhyme with it. Y'all ain't got no cuts. Y'all ain't got no butts. Y'all ain't got no studs. Y'all don't even know how to do it right. That's how we do it when we rip the mic. Top of the dome, off the top of my brain. That's how I spit it cause I'm insane in the membrane. Like Cypress Hill, but we bring it like it's a Cypress kill. We bring it to your dirt. That's how we do it with a smirk. Motherfucker.
If you're somewhere where Ali
is cooking.
Peace to everybody, man. That's hip hop. Dropping freestyles every 5 episodes. You already know. Peace to Cream Soda again for dropping the heat, dropping the beat, and then peace to you guys. Please, thank you for subscribing, and look out for the next episode.
To the next one, to the best one. This podcast is the one that won.
Bring the ruckus.
Top shut up.